Hi, my name's Duncan Sinclair, and the complex issue that I'm talking about today is gentrification in Oakland. Um, so I put the Merriam-Webster definition down below, but gentrification occurs when people have roots in an area but are unable to afford the area anymore, and then are forced to leave, which causes a loss of culture in that area. Um, so some of the causes and effects of gentrification, um, there are deep systemic issues that will cause gentrification. There's an influx of money to the area, which will lead to the city building infrastructure to try to attract more people to come in and to just raise the market value and bring more money to the city. So the effects that that has is it causes displacement of people that had previously been able to afford it but could not anymore, as well as a loss of culture, and then an uptake in violence as well. Unfortunately, Oakland is seen as one of the major examples of gentrification in the US, as it's experiencing it at one of the highest rates in the country. Also, in Oakland, gentrification has disproportionately harmed African Americans. And here I added a map showing the districts in Oakland, and all of the red shows the areas where gentrification is currently occurring. Um, so for infrastructure, the cost of living has gone up dramatically. Rent has increased at about 34% per year. And then also the city of Oakland implemented a plan called the 10K plan, which is when the local government wanted to build 10,000 houses at market value, which meant that there was not much resources devoted to affordable housing for the people that live there. Um, there also have been attempts to disrupt neighborhood. One example is by Fruitvale Station. Bart tried to make major changes to the Fruitvale Station, which would have negatively impacted the community, but the community was able to rally and alter these plans and created Fruitvale Village, which is a model for being an equitable based transit oriented development in a low income neighborhood. Um, so the raising of rent has led to an increase of displacement. There have been a massive amount of evictions and foreclosures. The homeless population has conservatively been estimated at 2,700, but it is that is very conservative. It is very likely more than that. Um, a United Re- the homeless population also lives in very dire situation. A United Nations representative visited Oakland unannounced and said that the conditions of the homeless encampments are comparable to those in third world countries. Um, and also, largely, the homeless population is African American. Um, Gentrification has also led many towards gangs to seek an escape, um, which has led to more violence. This gang violence led to Oakland instituting gang injunctions, which are safe zones for gang violence. Um, the safe zones are listed to the on the images to the right. Unfortunately, while this had immediate while this was seen favorably at first, the gang injunctions did have not worked out well, as the safety zones had not been where gang violence had occurred, and it is also allowed for the Oakland Police Department to be more violent. Um, Also, there's been more police attention brought upon those that the new residents are perturbed by, often being the people who they have displaced. Um, so the city is trying to combat gentrification. The new the new like politicians and city council members were not part of the 10K plan and have thus been more focused on creating affordable housing for members in Oakland. Actually, this call for affordable housing is the main reason why the A's want to leave Oakland, because Oakland, the stadium plan, the proposed stadium plan for Oakland was trying to force a lot of affordable housing in there, and the owners of the A's were not happy about it and are looking for alternative options right now. Some other steps is that they're building tough sheds to try to lower homelessness, although this is hopefully seen as a very temporary solution. They're also adding more safety nets to residents to lessen evictions. And then there are also outside groups that are not part of the government that are trying to help gentrification in Oakland. One of these is the East Oakland Collective, which is an organization that does whatever it can to help East Oakland. It has fought gentrification and was actually behind the United Nations visiting Oakland. The middle is Planting Justice, which is an organization which helps address food security in Oakland. And it also has provided jobs to those who are at risk of gentrification, as well as those who have been previously incarcerated, and has a very good success rate of those previously incarcerated members. And then the last one is Moms for Housing, which is Oakland based and is has been successful in fighting companies flipping foreclosed homes, and has received praise from members of Congress such as Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. And that's it. Thank you for listening to my presentation on gentrification in Oakland.